Hey, 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 I told you that you should go nowhere, that tonight is going to be back-to-back double dose of sessions. We've had the fifth session and we're going into the sixth session tonight. Tonight, we're going to be learning about how to build a buying audience on social media, not just social media, on all platforms. I mean, this is one strategy, this is one session a lot of people have been looking out for, a lot of people have been waiting for, including myself. Because tell me, how do you have 20,000 followers and when you are putting out your product there, you are getting a lot of congratulations, and when it is time for you to actually make sales, you will not make up to 10 sales? And then there is another person that has just about 7,000 followers, and when he's putting out his product out there, when she's putting out her product out there, her training courses and physical product on social, she's getting not less than 20 to 50, if not 100 or 200 people buying their product. What is happening? How do you build a buying audience? And as usual, our speaker is already set, gearing and ready to go. But we will do something very quickly. We will go to our socials as usual, our channel as usual, and we are going to share the link right away. That's what we always do, right? We'll go to here now and we're going to look for it, Pam, and then we're going to share the link and we're going to invite all our friends and all our loved ones to join and say, hey, come and learn. It's going to be amazing. Again, we have another session. So we're streaming live on YouTube already, I'm sure. All right, so I'm copying the link right now, and I will be sharing it on first our Telegram community, so that those of us that are in our Telegram community can also join, and then we'll take it up to our Facebook and our Instagram and our Twitter and the other community. So I am here now on our Telegram community very quickly. All right, so I'm going to type here now, guys. Just hold a second. Second session is live. All right, do join us. All right, do join us. All right, so by clicking this link now, this link, give me a second, guys. Now, all right, okay, so we're good to go. I want to learn as much as possible. All right, so let's go there. Boom, it's out there now. So I have shared the link, and I'm going there now. Okay, good. I've gotten the notification. Yeah, more people are joining, and that's what I'm talking about. So those of you that are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you join. So I'm taking the link first and foremost. I'm sharing it to my speaker. I'm sharing it on his WhatsApp right away so he can share with his community and invite them to join. Good. So that's the link right away now. Good. All right, so I've shared it there. Now we can forward it to all our communities and we can get started, guys. Let us go. All right, so second session is live. Okay, now I am going to be bringing on stage someone that I consider privileged to have, seen him rise. I've seen him grow, and I can tell you for a fact that I feel very proud. I feel very grateful. He's someone I call my son, and I call him son publicly. He started by calling me dad, and I was like, why? But I'm grateful today that I've been able to watch him grow, guide him, play the role I could, mentoring and coaching him. He started following me when he was 16. Now I can tell you there are places this young man has entered that I have not entered. He's been to places that I am hoping to get into, and I am not envious of him. I am even super proud that he has been to such places, and I am excited that he's coming to share. It's like me telling you, it's like me, I'm doing like a bragging right tonight, I'm like saying, hey, when I say I'm a coach, look at my products, look at my, look at someone whom I have had the privilege of sharing and mentoring him, and I have seen him grow, and I've seen him grow in leaps and bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about someone who is a communication marketing expert who's done that for several brands. I'm talking about someone who has been certified and licensed by the Advertorial Council or something of Nigeria. I'm talking of someone who has been phenomenally impactful and great in what he does. He's helped a lot of brands do numbers. When I mean numbers, I'm talking of numbers in the millions. Ladies and gentlemen, I will bring to you the one and only Goswill Akan to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Goswill Akan. Goswill Akan is someone that I call my son, someone that I am proud of. And as usual, we don't humble ourselves here. We blow our trumpet and we let the world hear and know what we've done and what we're doing. So I'm going to let him tell us more about himself, and then he's going to share with us a bit of what he thinks about dominating your market means to him, and how you can jump into that thought of line with him, and then he take us through how we can really create, because 2025 and beyond, I want to sell numbers, man. I want to sell numbers on socials. Welcome, Akan. How are you today?
I'm super excited to be here. It's such a great honor to be sharing most of my 2 cents in, um, when it actually has to do with marketing and business. I'm super duper excited. So, um, because I do not have a lot of time, I think I have just about 25 to 30 minutes. I will just share something really foundational that we can be able to use to push. And I'll try as much as I can to make it very practical. All right. Because I am sick and tired of, all of the number jumbles, big talk and no real time results. All right. So let's just dive into the conversation. Last week, I was in the city of Lagos. All right, and then I was there for the Mad Marketing Conference. All right, so the Mad Marketing Conference is a conference that was held by Chioma Ifeanyi Eze, and then I was opportune to be part of the marketing team, and then those who actually planned it. All right, so most of the marketing tactics we executed was, say, email marketing, content marketing, ads, and what you would do if you want to be able to sell tickets for your event. But I noticed something. All right. Most of the sales we had over 1,800 registrations for that event, both virtual and physical attendees. As we speak now, we are selling the replay of the event. All right. So you would see that on that event, we had 1,100 physical participants and over 600 persons joined us online. And while I was running my analysis, I noticed that 80%, if not 70% of the people who paid, in fact, I wouldn't say 70, I would say 90%, because even all of the work we did was expressed from just the personal brand of this amazing lady. So I am safe to say that 95% of the sales came because someone has built a reputable audience, all right, and also a very strong personal brand. Okay, let me repeat that again. 95% of people who bought tickets for the Mad Marketing Conference came through the personal brand of Chioma Ifeanyi Eze. Yes, I did the email marketing, I did the content marketing, we did the designs and everything, but all of this content we're creating, what was the expressions? The expressions was through the personal brand of this lady. I was behind the scene doing most of the work, but the people they saw, in fact, were writing in the tone of this lady's personal brand. So we're able to have this result because someone has built a buying audience on social media over time. In fact, the only social media platform we were active on was Facebook. Only Facebook. It was only on Facebook that we were active with all of the content that we were doing. It was just Facebook and an email. And an email list, we're not even writing in our tone. We're writing in the tone of the personal brand. All right? So you would now notice that in 2025, if you've not built a buying audience on social media, you are doing yourself more disservice than you think. In 2025, the secret to dominating any market is to have a strong personal brand that has transitioned into having a stronger tribe and a very hefty buying audience. I have this client on Instagram who, what she does on Instagram is, what she sells is bags and shoes. She's really big on Instagram. This client does 100 million naira in a day from selling bags and shoes. She's that big. She imports from China in bulk. So the first time she went to China and she reached out to Nigeria branch and said, see, I'm going to China and I'll not be able to man most of this, my account very well. I need someone who is strong, very great at communications, who can be able to help me navigate these things. And Nigeria branch recommended me to her. Guess what happened? When she got to China, she realized that, oh my goodness, there were a lot of contacts that Nigerian SMEs could be able to get access to get quality products. All right. So she reached out and said, okay, I'm seeing a lot of amazing product here. What do you think we can be able to do about it? I said, see, let us package this thing and sell. All right. Let us package this thing into a digital product, and then we host it on a website, and people go there and buy. She said, okay, is it possible? I said, yes, it's possible. We can sell those contacts. We could sell it for 150K, 200K, 50K, as much, because we are the ones that will place the price on the value. Guess what happened? I packaged all of those things, created a mini website, hosted all of those things, and then we pushed with content marketing. We did like a pre-launch of this contact, and in one weekend, guess how much we did from selling contact? 30 million. We did 30 million in one weekend. And of course, I collected my commissions. All right. So I sat back again. Yes, I did SMS marketing for this lady. Yes, I did content marketing for this lady. All right. Yes, I did all of the nice to have when it comes to marketing. All right. But what was the deciding factor that moved the needle? It was because she had a buying audience on social media. Remember the first story. One woman sold tickets, and we had 2/3 of those tickets. First was regular, the other was VIP. VIP sold at 50K, regular sold at 20K, and we had over 1,800 persons who purchased all of these tickets. All right. What was the deciding factor, the number one metrics that gave her the sales? It was because she has built a buying audience on social media. Now, I work as the brand manager for the number one influencer, number one commercial, because we have different levels of influencers. But when it has to do with business influencers who has a reach of a lot of SMEs, the number one in this country right now is Nigeria Branch. All right. I work with her as a brand manager. You would notice that there are certain buzzes that we make, and at one shot, we get a powerful result that it will take some businesses spending millions, hundreds of thousands, trying to be able to get these things right. But we get this result sometimes in one day, sometimes in one weekend. What is the secret? This amazing mommy of mine have built a buying audience on social media. Listen, follow me. I'm going somewhere with this. In March this year, something really amazing happened to me that taught me a lot. I did a very great campaign last year, made some money, kept some great savings, and I took a part of this funds, huge money, in 7 figures, and invested into Forex. had a business partner that would trade this account and then we'll make profit. So we used this money to buy what we call a prop firm in Forex, and it was worth over $125,000 in equity, hoping that from the trades we'll be making in a month, we can be able to cash out up to $3,000 to $4,000. We had great ideas, great plans. Everything seemed well. Everything was going really good. But something tragic happened along the way. The federal government thought that the reason for the Naira devaluation was because of all of these crypto or Forex exchange platforms that we had in Nigeria. And they had to ban all of these platforms. And it affected us so well. Guess what? We lost $125,000 in equity because of one policy. And we lost over, I think, $5,000 to $6,000 in profit. My friend, that my business partner, has not fully recovered for something that happened in the month of, I think, from the month of February into the month of March this year. But me, I was able to recover. What did I do differently? After I had this blow in March, I mean, everything ended March 24 into, say, March 26. At this point, I had come back from Lagos into Page. I was volunteering for an event called JPI. With all the volunteering I was doing at the time, I was doing it with a heavy heart because I was in losses. What was my comeback strategy? I sat down, I created a webinar, and I said to myself, what is that one thing that people need right now? And I taught them something really simple, and I made an offer. I didn't run any specific ad. I mean Facebook ad. It was just within my sphere of influence, Facebook. In one weekend, I did 4 million naira. Not one weekend, in one night. Just the way we're having this webinar, I did the pushes, got over, I think, 1,500 folks in WhatsApp, I think in about 2 WhatsApp groups. On the day of the webinar, I came live like this, and I had the conversation, and I sold them up on the webinar, and I made 4M in one night. Now, why was I able to come back quickly? I had this loss in the month of March. That webinar was done in the month of April, and I was able to bounce back again in business, and we're growing. Why? What was the secret? It was because I had, or I still have, a buying audience on social media. So, if you were not thinking of building a buying audience on social media, I think with all of the things I've shared, this should give you a cue on why you should build a buying audience on social media. The issue I have with most creatives is that they have great ideas. They've created great products. But most creators, creative entrepreneurs, business owners, consultants do not know how to market. They are lazy marketers, but they are hardworking creators. Your greatest disservice in dominating your market is going to be that you have great ideas. People say you are great at what you do, but you do not know how to create demand for what you have. Because marketing, in simplest terms, is creating demand for your offers. Let me repeat that again. Marketing is creating demand for your offers. Creators, most of them, creatives, consultants, service providers, coaches, they have great ideas, offering great transformation, but they don't know how to be able to create demand for these their offers. And what they fail to understand is that in all the marketing you do, distribution is the bone of contention. The billions you want to make in 2025, you want to dominate your market, you want to be known, you want to make a lot of profits, You want to make billions. You want to make trillions. You want to make multi-millions. But one thing that would really help you in getting the kind of result you want to get is hinged on distribution. If you suck at distribution, your marketing will elude you. If you suck at distribution, you will not be able to get the kind of result you want to experience in your business. This is why you create a product and you just realize that you cannot move past just making 500K from that product. It's not because you do not have a great offer. It's because you suck at distribution. Distribution is the bloodline that makes your marketing effective. Marketing is not posting on social media. Marketing is the foundation, is the foundational structure, or we could say is the fundamental structure that carries your business. Marketing is not content. Marketing is not posting on social media. Marketing is not running ads. Marketing is a fundamental structure that carries your business. So, in the hallmarks of your marketing strategy, your distribution strategy is the bloodline, or we'll say is the blood that makes your marketing effective. Just to say sales and marketing is the blood of every business. Distribution is the blood of your marketing. Oh my goodness. If you suck at distribution, you are going to fail in your marketing. So, if this was a marketing class, I would have drilled deeply into how you can be able to come up with a distribution channel. But I'll focus on one aspect of that distribution, which is building a buying audience on social media. I hope you're ready. So, you come on social media every day. You post every day. You show up every day. Sometimes you spend like 3 hours online. You spend like 4 hours online, sometimes 5 hours online. But when it comes to when you want to sell something, you just notice that nobody's buying from you. You just notice that even with all the noise you're making and with all the effort you're putting in, nothing is really working. You just notice that with all of your pushes, you're not able to do so much. Let's break it down. Let's go back to the basics. This is a very bulky conversation, really, but I'll try to be able to make it as short and simple. First things first, you need to do. Number one, you've got to be known for something. You've got to be known for something. The people who make the most money online are the people who have built a strong authority around a certain conversation. We are talking about dominating your market. So when we talk about your market, we are talking about your niche, that core area that you've told yourself, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to be known for. These are the expressions, or this is the message that I have proposed for myself. It is what I want to deliver to my world. So you need to ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? Or who do I want to become? So when people think about me, Godswill Akon, what is that first thing that comes to mind? When you think of names like Michael Jordan, what comes to mind? See, this is the foundation for building a buying audience online. If you do not get this foundation right, you will do yourself a disservice. When you think about Chioma Ifeanyi Eze, there are a few things that comes to your mind. First things first is data entry, which is part of data entry, which is a part of, say, accounting. The next thing that comes to mind is marketing. When you think of Niger branching, something comes to mind. All right? Small businesses, small business owners, SMEs. All right? Growing SMEs. When you think of Kingsley May, something comes to mind. All right? When you think of Emeka Nobis, something comes to mind. When you think of Nnamdi Ibe, something comes to mind. All right? When you think of Joseph Don, something comes to mind. The first rule of building a buying audience is that you need to ask yourself, who do I want to become? And what do I want to be known for? Even Jesus Christ, he sat with his disciples and he asked them, who do men say that I am? The question of identity, all right, is a question that helps you to be able to understand what makes you unique and what makes you different from the noisy markets you are playing in. Now, most people say the market is saturated, market is saturated, market is saturated. That is not true. The market is not saturated, but the market is noisy. They are two different things. The market is not saturated, but the market is noisy. So for you to be able to break out of the noise, you need to be able to define your niche. And that niche is what people would know you for. The easiest way to be able to dominate your market is to be able to understand what we call the blue ocean strategy. The blue ocean strategy, which is creating something for yourself that is unique to you in an existing market. Let me break it down. Say you are into real estate, and you just notice that there are a lot of realtors. Everybody is just, a lot of folks say that real estate market is saturated. Do not listen to them. The real estate market in Nigeria is just starting out. We are still trying to even expand horizontally, and we've not even started vertically yet. So the market is not saturated, the market is noisy. So for you to be able to create a niche for yourself, what you now need to ask yourself, what is that one thing that other realtors are not paying attention to? You can say, okay, I'm going to focus on luxury real estate. I'm going to be known for luxury real estate. I'll be known for land banking. Or I want to position as a real estate investment advisor or consultant or expert. Or I want to focus on real estate index funds. Or I want to be known for real estate stocks. All right. Or I want to focus on rental income. I want to focus on commercial real estate. In just from the top of my head, I have given you about 8 niches that you can be able to drive into. Let's say you want to stay in commercial real estate, or you want to stay in hospitality, as it has to do with the real estate space. So your own part is, so you are in charge of service apartments, booking for hotels. They are also real estate, Airbnb. That's your niche. All right, that is what you want to be known for. We now know that this realtor, if I need anything commercial, if I need an office space in the city of Port Harcourt, if I need a hall for event, if I need XYZ around the commercial real estate, I need to be able to call this person. You have created a niche for yourself. And then you now drill deep into the next set of the conversations I'll be sharing with you. So the easiest way to dominate your market is to create a niche for yourself. The riches is in the niches. And if you have a skill, say you are a freelancer and you've heard things like the riches are in the niches, the riches are in the niches, and then you are confused. And then because of this, you now want to go and niche down to a skill. Listen, when niching down, do not niche to a skill. Why? Because you are a Nigerian. The Nigerian market favors the generalists than the specialists. So if you have a lot of skill sets, the Nigerian market will pay you more than if you have only one skill. For someone like me, I understand brand strategy. I understand business structure. I understand business consulting. I know advertising. I know how to run ads. I can do content marketing. I can do copy. I can do brand development. I can do business development. I can do a lot. I can do sales funnels. I can do public speaking. I can do proposals. I can write business plans. I can write grants. I can do brand management. I can do, oh my goodness. I have a lot of skill sets. So I'll be able to make more money than you, who is just a content writer. So when people think of niching down, what they think of is to focus on one skill. No, it is bad for you as someone who is operating in the Nigerian market. I can also do email marketing. I can use a number of softwares. I'm great at them. I have used email marketing to close, tens of millions for my clients. All right. I'm that great. Okay. So the simplest way to niche down and dominate is to niche down by industry. Woo! If you want to dominate your market as a service-based business, you have skill sets. Dominate by niching down, but niche down by industry. Let me repeat that again. If you want to dominate your market in 2025 as a service provider, do not niche down by niching to a skill. Niche down by focusing on an industry. Say you run ads, you understand marketing, sales funnels, sales processes, Google ads. You could decide and say, okay, for this my ads, I'm going to focus on only people in real estate. I'll focus on only people in fintech, or I'll focus on only coaches and consultants. I have a friend. What she does is brand monetization. What does she do? She helps you launch, she helps coaches launch their digital products. What has she done? She has carried all her marketing skills and she's paying attention to the digital economy by focusing on coaches and consultants who want to be able to launch their product. And guess what? This young lady, her name is Lucky. Lucky is doing amazingly well by niching down to that industry. She's doing so well by niching down to that industry. I became a bit popular for doing social media for big brands like Ninja Branchi, Gochuku, Migo, and the likes. Why? Why every of my mates at the time, say like 2-3 years ago, were doing social media for SMEs and vendors and anybody, I focused on personal brands. I started with the Prince of Copywriting. I went to IOSN. I went to, oh my goodness, I cannot start listening to them now. I went to IOSN. I have done social media for a commissioner in Akwa Ibom State. From there, I went to Ninja Branchik. From Ninja Branchik, I went to Judike. The gospel artist. Yes, the gospel artist. I've managed our socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the likes. Went to Nnamdi Ibe. In fact, I have an entire team that focuses on managing socials for HNIs. That is niching down by industry, not by skill. Oh my goodness. My time is already up and I'm still on point 1. Please, what do we do? Do I still have more time?
Your time, yeah. You have all the time. You have.
Oh,
hold on.
Okay, thank you.
You don't know how much you are preparing. You have all the time, but please, I'd like everyone to share this video now. Just take those of you that are just joining. I'm not seeing your comments and I'm not liking it. Like the buzz is hitting my head. Okay, somebody's shouting, wow, 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 wow. Please, Akan, you have. I think we can do this to like 10:30. I don't mind, but you have the time.
Okay.
Let's drill this, guys. So
I still have more points to share, like a lot of them to share. All right. So
just drill down. So let me just get out of your way. Let me get out of your way, guys. He's talking practical. He's not talking about just stuff. He's talking practical. And I want to write down stuff. Help me, do me a favor. Hit a thumbs up on this video now. Subscribe to the channel. Click the link and share it to your friends. Take it to your church choir and tell them, we know that this is choir, but we need to get this. All right, go ahead, please. Go ahead. Thanks.
So this differentiated me from all my contemporaries. In fact, I'm not in that league anymore. In fact, at this level, I don't even do social media anymore. I have evolved into something really bigger. But at that phase of my life, I was about 22 at the time. All the notable personal brands, I did something for them. Most of your influencers, I worked with them. All right. And that was what changed my game. In fact, I started an agency for that purpose. I had a couple of personal brands from different industries, but even if you are a personal brand, you must be an HNI. I mean, high net worth individual. I wasn't working for anybody. It was only HNIs. I had also done something for a guy from Big Brother. His name is Kemen. You can search him out. Kemen Fitness. From Big Brother, he went to start a gym center, and he's the fitness coach of Nancy Simen. I worked with him for a very long time. All right. Yes, Kemen Fitness. I can show you charts. We talk. I was on retainership for like 6 to 8 months. He was paying me in cool 6 figures. All right. Why? Because I was not generic. My brand management services was not for everybody. It was for a specific industry. The secret to dominating in business is focusing on your niche and becoming the niche. Oh my goodness. You don't hear me though. The secret to dominating a market is focusing on a niche and becoming the niche. So pay attention to an industry. Become the voice. Become the power centers, the authorities in that industry. Right now for 2025, my 2025 is already set. I was speaking to PK on WhatsApp. I said, see, sir, 2025 for me is already set because I have picked like 2 industries I want to focus all my marketing energy in. I am leaving this other part for my team members and for the upcoming generation to start doing those ones because I'm in a class of my own. I understand this marketing things. I have results. When I say results, not 100K, I mean tens of millions. All right? I'm now taking all of these, my ideas and track record, into industries that are more profitable. So when you are niching down, niche to an industry that has the capacity to pay you the kind of money you are looking for. Because if you say you want to be able to make $1 billion, you can't make $1 billion as a social media manager. It's a lie. You can only make $1 billion in an industry whose market capitalization can afford to pay you $1 billion. Let me leave this point. I trust you get it. Focus on who you want to become, what you want to become, define those things, what you want people to know you for, and the niche you want to play in. By niching down, I say industry, not skill set. As a young person, service, say you are in service based businesses, you own stuff, you need to be able to stack skills. It is what you need. It is called skills of the new economy. You need them to survive, all right? You need them to grow. So the first thing first is to be known for something. Once you've done that, the second thing you need to do, all right, is to play the attention game. Whoops! Is to play the attention game. I know you know this already, but your competition is not the person competing for the attention of your target market. I repeat again. Your competition is not the person in the same business with you. Say you are frying akara. Your competition is not that person who is also frying akara with you on the same street. Your competition in the new economy is the person that has the attention of your target market. This skit maker is your competition. TikTok videos are your competition. Instagram reels are your competition. YouTube shorts are your competition. Those people who are shaking their boobs and butts online, they are your competition. So you need to understand that there is war for the attention of your target market. The attention game is not just a fantasy conversation or a wishful thinking. It is war. The people who have the most attention are the people who make the most money. Go and make your research. Do not take my word. Do not just take my word for it. The people who have the most attention and who can be able to convert this attention into money are the ones who make the most money. The people who make bigger money are the people who can grab attention, sustain attention, nurture attention, and transport this attention into a safer pace. They are the ones who are the bigger boys. Someone wakes up and says, I'm making 100 million in a day. I say, what is popping? She says, I have 250,000 followers on Instagram. I have a Telegram channel of over, say, 70,000 people. I have like 10 WhatsApp groups of over 10,000 people that if I drop a product now, if I'm launching a product now, I just drop them in these different distribution channels and millions are pouring in. I do not have time, but I will just talk about these things in their beats and phases so you can be able to get most of the fundamentals and that you can be able to use to scale. Now, you need to be able to understand that to scale on social media, to build a buying audience, you need to be hungry for attention. Now, do not be hungry for nothing. The essence of this is that you need to be at the faces of people who need what you're offering. So, the easiest way, all right, to grab this attention is to ask yourself, how do I position myself in such a way that I am different from every other person? Look at the way I'm being positioned. I'm in a class of my own. I mean, not everybody is doing, not everyone of my mates is doing what I'm doing for HNIs. In fact, I have even left that pace. I'm now doing things like growth marketing for fintechs. Next year, I'm entering bigger and better industries. All right. So I am positioned as an advertising strategist who have experience in multiple industries. So if you are bringing me on board, you are bringing a lot of track record, experience, exposure, skill sets, and ideas and wisdom on board. All right. So you need to be able to position in such a way that you become the go-to person in that your space. And how do you do this? Sophisticated content. Oh, I do not have a lot of time. Sophisticated content. Sophisticated content. Everybody is writing daily on social media, but not everybody is grabbing attention on social media. So I'm going to give you a simple framework on how to be able to make your content stand out, how to create content that stands out. Ooh, I do not have a lot of time, but I'll try and see. Okay. So have you noticed that anytime you're on social media, say you're on Instagram, you just keep scrolling. You don't even know why. Anytime you're on TikTok, before you know, you spend 2 hours. What is that thing that makes you spend of why content go viral on social media? It is one thing. It is called dopamine. So the more you spend on this platform, the more you are releasing the dopamine chemical. The more time you spend on this platform called dopamine. So if you want people to stay on your content more, if you want your content to grab attention, you need to write your content in such a way that it makes people reading your content to release dopamine. Ooh. Is it making sense to you? I'm not seeing the feedback, so I don't really know what is happening. For you to be able to grow with content, to grab attention. Oh, yes, I'm seeing feedback now. Great. Dopamine. And the easiest way to be able to do this, all right, is to your content must be a mixture of what we call edutainment. Your content must be the person that, please, okay, please confirm you can still hear me. I'm seeing that something like a network glitches.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's
we
fine
had a
now.
little, we had a little glitch, but so we needed to take us back onto the edutainment style of content. Just go ahead,
Oh,
as much as we can catch up with the time, but just go ahead. Okay, so we're still trying to get to hear you. The network should not come and try
okay, making
himself
to
tonight.
grab a
Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
for
Go
your
ahead.
good for your content to grab attention. Your content must make people release dopamine. If you want to grow on social media, your content must be good enough to make people release dopamine. And the basic factor that make this thing work is that your content must have an element of what we call edutainment. All right. So you see the likes of Aproko Doctor, you see the way they write, they shoot their videos. It has a mixture of entertainment and education, things like that. Now you ask yourself, okay, I cannot be able to do something like that. So how can I be able to create content within my own style that can be able to give the kind of result I want? Now, here is the strategy. It's an acronym called STEPS. An acronym called STEPS. Woo. I wish I can write. STEPS is STEPS. STEPS. It is a framework for writing viral content or content that will make people stay on your platform. Remember, I said choose a niche, all right? Or you need to be able to define what you want to become, right? What you want people to know you for. The second one, I said sophisticated content. Sophisticated content. All right. Now, for the people that you want them to be attracted to you because of what you want to be known for, your content is that protocol you can be able to use to attract these things. So let's get into it. Steps framework. Number one, social currency. The first S is social currency. Write content that is shareable. Write content that is shareable. What makes content go viral are two things. One is that that content triggers talkability and it is shareable. So the algorithm favors your content when more people are commenting and they have something to say in the comment section. Whew. And they have something to say in the comment section. So if you are creating content that do not spur people to talk, there's not so much result you can be able to get. If your content is not triggering talkability and shareability, you will not be able to go so far with that content. So when you write, think of content that has shareable value or that can be able to evoke people to respond or to say something. So last year, there was this lady that went viral. Her name is Hilda Bassi. Why did she trend? It was because she told people, oh my goodness, she did something novel. In fact, ever since she did that thing, a lot more people, they've come up in trying to be able to break their own world record, but it's not going viral. Why? Because she had a strategic PR behind what she was doing. And the goal of that was shareability, so that people can talk about it. Why did I am a chosen, who are you? Why did it trend? Because people talked about it. Why has it stopped trending? People stopped talking about it. Ooh. So for your content to go viral, it needs to have an element of shareability. It needs to have an element of talkability. That's the first S. You need to be able to understand that for your content to give you what you want, it must have an element of social currency. Breaking this down, you now need to see things like shareability and talkability. Then the T is triggers. Now, this is where things like controversy comes in. It mustn't be controversial before your content can go viral, but you should be able to have a mind of your own strong opinions, or something that makes you different within the scale of the conversations. So what really makes you stand out is not because you are controversial. What makes you stand out is because you have an opinion of your own. In fact, what even makes you a thought leader is because you have your own opinion about every matter. That is the secret of becoming a thought leader, is that you have your opinion about a subject matter, and you have your convictions based on those your opinions. All right. And so for you to be able to have sustainable content that makes you go viral, that makes you get attention, your content must have triggers. Triggers that make people want to respond. Triggers that make people want to talk their own. Oh, I have something to say. I must talk my own. No, this is not how I see it. I see it differently. Have you noticed that when people who have built strong personal brands go to their comment section and see how people are reacting? Because for every content they are putting out there, people have something they want to say. And triggers are a way to sustain trends. Triggers are a way to sustain virality. There was this lady who went viral for waking up at 4 a.m. to cook for her husband. She was the rave of the time, let's say for about 1 to 3 months. So where is she now? It's because she didn't create a sustainability trigger that kept her in the face of people consistently. Yes, you went viral once. What can you do to make people keep talking about you? That'll keep putting you in the face of people. You can see this with Brain Jotter. Brain Jotter did Gwo 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 Gwo. It went very viral. People were talking about it. It was the rave of the time. So immediately after Gwo 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 Gwo, he came out with another dance challenge that kept, oh my goodness, that kept him on the spotlight for a while. Where the issue now comes with triggers is that most people are not skillful enough to be able to keep the momentum. But you know that grabbing attention, sustaining attention is now dependent on how skillful you are with dropping thoughts and content that trigger people to keep talking about you. All right. Have you noticed that when you talk about your birthday, your win or something, it gets more reactions than when you are just doing normal posts? Have you noticed? Those things are triggers. Now, what's the E? What's the E? The E is emotions. 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 Does your content has emotional connections? Woo! Why is it that skit makers are always blowing up? A lot of likes, a lot of engagement. Now, there is this latest content frame that is really up. Now, you see husband and wife doing content on Facebook, on those things are mostly on Facebook though. You see them doing content here and there. Yes, maybe because they want to be able to be monetized, but away from demonetization, which is their goal, What is making those content to thrive is because it is at the epicenter of emotion. Man and woman, everybody must want to pay attention to them. Some of them even go as far as trying to infuse adult content into it just so they can be able to sustain that attention, just so they can keep triggering the emotions. You can see that with Vicky James. She's always on it. You might not really know what her aim is. Her aim might be to, want to express marriage the more, but bottom line of the logic is that once it has to do with man and woman, people must pay attention. Yul Edochie and his second wife did the same thing. Content, man and woman, dragging themselves. Emotions were involved. People were taking sides. They went viral. All of those things are elements of what makes you to grab attention and sustain attention. Have you noticed that there's something called emotional marketing, where business owners use their kids or their wives or their husbands to come talk about their business? Those content do so well. Why? Because of emotions. There are intricacies of emotions in the conversations. So if you want to be able to create content that sells, if you want to be able to create content that grabs and sustain attention, you need to be able to infuse something that will trigger emotion in your content. It could be your personal story, your personal experience, but ask yourself, does this my content trigger emotion? Does this my content trigger emotion? If it doesn't, then you will suck. Let's run. So we have STE, then the first P. The first P is public opinion. Public opinion. Can you create content that people will want to always talk about? People will always want to have something to say. Is my time up? Okay.
Yeah, well, I just have to keep popping up from time to time because I know that you're going deeper, and if I allow you, you will keep driving deeper. But we still have a few more times left. But just yes.
Okay. This is a very long conversation. I will not be able to exhaust it in one session. So, public opinion. So, can you create content that elicits the opinion of others? Yeah, that's it. Now, the second P is practical value. This is the reason why people like Emeka Nobis are popular. People like John Obidi are popular. People like Chioma Ifeanyi Eze are popular. The likes of Naija Branchik, they are popular because of practical value. They are dishing out value that people can go home, implement, get results. That is why they are popular, because they are putting out content that has practical value. The last, which is S, is storytelling. I do not want to, you know what it is, yeah? So let's drive into that. There's a way to create story that sells. It's not every kind of story that sells. There's a way to be able to do it, all right? But because of time, I'll not be able to delve into that. So we have talked about your positioning, which is what you want to be known for. We've talked about your messaging, which is your content. Now, let us look at training your audience to buy from you. Training your audience to buy from you. Have you noticed that there are certain influencers you work with? You just realize that you give them money to post for you. You see they have 100,000 users. Jesus, you give them your ad to post for you. Not even one lead came. I've worked with influencers like that. They have hundreds of thousands of lot of followers, but you ask them to do something for you, not even a lead. Even if the lead comes, no sales. All right. So what makes, now you see this guy that has just 5,000 followers, 7,000 followers, 3,000 followers is making money than the guy who has 100,000. Why? Because this person with a smaller following have trained his or her audience to buy from him or her. How do you do this? Let's say you are positioned as a sales coach. You're a sales coach. Now your messaging. Oh, there's a lot to talk about messaging. Oh my goodness. One day I'll do like a full master class on messaging. Messaging is the reason why most people are suffering and struggling with their marketing. So you are doing your messaging, you are running your content, and you're doing so well. Now you need to start training your audience to buy from you. For everyone who sold online and sold successfully, this is where they started from. Create small, small offers, offers of 2K, offers of 3K, offers of 4K, offers of 1K. You post it and see how the market responds. 5 folks buy. You are training them to buy from you. You do a free webinar. All right, because webinars are part of your messaging. They are part of your content strategy. All right. So as you keep posting, you keep posting, you keep posting, do a free webinar. Now, in this webinar, what you're doing is that you are expressing your authority, that you are who you say you are. You are the king of this jungle. All right. You are the expert in this niche. So you now create a webinar where you now teach them something. All right. For say Facebook Live, say Insta Live, say Twitter Space, depending on the platform you want to dominate. All right. So you do your webinar, your first webinar, your second webinar, your third webinar, your fourth webinar. You sell something to them. You do not build a buying audience on giveaway. You do not build a buying audience on freebies. You do not build a buying audience on pick me, giveaway, and all of those things that most of these guys they do. You build a buying audience by training them to buy from you. There's a book called Tribe by Seth, How to Build a Tribe by Seth Godin. Go and read that book. A great marketing classic. He talked about how you can be able to build tribes around your business. I think I read that book when I was working in consulting. So he talked about how you can build a raving fan around your product. It is part of audience building, but there's no time. All right. So what you now do is that as you keep putting out little offers, you are training these people to buy from you. So when you've tested the market and you are seeing what they are doing, and you see that these people, they really want you and they want, what you're offering, the next phase of the conversation is to transport that attention, that momentum you've built on your rented platform. So it is popular knowledge on the internet that you do not build your empire on rented platform. What this means is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, these are rented platforms. So for you to be able to have an actual buying audience or a list, you need to be able to transport that attention either to an email list or to a Telegram channel. Let me repeat that again. You have gained attention by your positioning. You are now sustaining attention with your content. It is time for you to now transport that attention by taking them away from social media into a WhatsApp group, a WhatsApp list, a Telegram channel, or an email list. And you can do this easily with your webinars, your lead magnets, all right? So you can be able to keep nurturing and selling to those people. Lastly, because we don't have enough time, I have jumped a lot of process. I'm sorry. Lastly, if you keep posting on social media without a product or a service, you're a town crier. You are not a business owner. As you are posting, giving value, doing a lot of amazingness on social media, you need to have something to sell. If you keep posting, talking, and doing all of these amazing things without having anything to sell, you are just a town crier, not a business owner. All right? So you must have something to sell to this your list that you've built. The money is in the list. The money is in the list. The money, the big money is in the list. People who, I mean, someone like Shema has like 43,000 email lists. Someone like Mominelli has like 50,000 um, email subscribers. Now, if they launch an offer, why wouldn't they make mad money, bastard money? If you want to do this internet business and scale massively, go and build a list. Go and build an email list. Go and build a Telegram channel. Most of these vendors you see on Instagram, all right, a lot of them has Telegram channels that has thousands of subscribers. Once they have new bills, new offers, they launch it there first before they do it on social media. This is why most of them can decide not to post again online, and they are still making mad money. Why? Because they have a list. Now, in conclusion, first thing first in building a buying audience is to gain attention. You grab this attention by positioning yourself with what you want people to know you for, who you want to become, what your message is. All right, that is the first phase. Now, the second phase is to sustain attention. You sustain attention with your content. You have sophisticated content that is solving a problem, that is meeting a pain point, that is, meeting a pleasure point. All right. That is the second phase. The third phase is transporting attention from rented platforms into owned platforms. All right. From rented platforms into owned platforms. Example of rented is all of social media. Owned is your email lists, your WhatsApp groups and channels, and your Telegram channel. Those are owned. So now you have transported them from the mainstream into your little community. All right. Now the last is to convert attention. So this is where you have your products, your services that you sell to them, and you make a lot of money for yourself. There's so much to say, but I cannot be able to say all of these things in just one setting. I hope that with these few points of mine, I've been able to show you that it is possible to build a buying audience on social media. So much to say, really. So much to say. I mean, so much to say. But I have shown you initially that I myself, I have experienced the juice of building a buying audience online. In just one night, you see millions coming into you. I mean, less than 24 hours, you're seeing this person saying, I'm paying 250K, I'm paying $500,000 for my offers. All right. So I've shown you that in a just concluded Mad Marketing Conference, someone pulled in over 1,800 ticket sales because she has what? A buying audience. So I would not want to be able to mention some numbers because I don't know who is watching me now. But most of the brands I've worked with, you'll see that in less than a month, they are doing $500 million, 350 million. Why is this possible? Because they have built a buying audience on social media. Now, even in real estate, let me give you a practical example. Emeka Nobis just came into real estate a few months ago. I'm not sure he has been in the business for like up to 3 years or 2 years, but I was with him and then he announced that he has done 1 billion. And I'm looking at what he's saying and I'm looking at these other folks I know who have been doing this thing for a while, even before he came on board, but he has more results than them. What is the difference? He has a buying audience on social media. All right. That is the difference. I'll make more money than you because I have a buying audience on social media. Now, listen, if you're young here and you're learning a lot of skills, go and stack up your skills. 2025 is the money year, but it's not a money year for everybody. I repeat, I'm not supposed to share this, but let me just say 2025 is a money year, but it's not a money year for everybody. So if you want to dominate in 2025, first thing you need to do is to, one, focus on scalable businesses. A lot of the businesses you do are not scalable. Why are you still selling data on your WhatsApp status? Why are you still, you want to make big money, you want to make multi-millions, and your business idea is CAC registration, even the licensed lawyers have stopped doing that. That should not be for you. Let it be for the folks who are just starting out. Create a course on that thing and sell it. If the businesses want to register their stuff, they should go watch your course. Focus on something more profitable. Number one, focus on scalable businesses. Number two, focus on one product. One product, one product, one massive distribution channel, one offer, and invest massively in your marketing. In 2025, focus on one if you have a product you are selling, focus on one product. Create a massive funnel, highly convertible funnel for this product, and allow it to thrive. All of the big names you know, before they diversified, what were they doing? They were selling one product. One product. I can call names. Udi Foods, one of my clients. What is she selling? Palm oil, well-packaged palm oil, and she's making billions from. Oh my goodness! Go and search for Udi Foods on Instagram. You see her, a beautiful, acquired woman. Now, she's doing things like crayfish, fish, and the likes. But before now, she was doing only palm oil. Udi Foods, Obonge palm oil. Oh my goodness. Focus on one product. One product.
Oh my God.
I think my time is up.
Dev, this is fire raining. I think we kept the best for the last, and it's raining fire all over. If you're here and you're not dropping the fire emoji, you are stingy, boy. You are stingy. Can you do me a favor tonight? Let me see the fire emojis. Let's celebrate our facilitator. You know, when they say that the son shall be bigger than the father, and seeing this, and I feel so excited that I'm going to be sitting under him to teach me a lot of the things he's known, you know, and I'm blown away. Particularly, I'm blown away by the amazing, and the things he's sharing are not things he's conjuring. I have watched him. I have been behind the scene. I see all the whole journey of how it all started, right? So guys, they are dropping the fire emojis, raining fire all over the place for Godswill Akan. Just go on Facebook and follow him. Follow him. He has the products that he's giving out. Go buy that product and consume it. You cannot enter 2025 depending on your pastor's prophecy alone. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, but I'm telling you, it's much more than that. You can't enter 2025, 2026, and the next year, and you are depending on the theme for the year alone. You can't even enter 2025 and hoping. Somebody said that if you are not in 2025 as at this time, you are already late, because people have finished 2025 strategy. They are taking action of 2025. And then Mute would always say that 2025 January is not for planning, it's for execution. The reason why Dominate Your Market came at the end of November is so that you will use your December to collaborate, to strategize, and to take massive action. I think I'm going to talk with my team and make sure that everyone that have participated in the program from the day one till now, I have a special package I'm putting together for you because you participated all through. So if you want to be a part of it, go back and watch all the replays of the previous sessions. For those of you that are just joining, make sure that you do that. Okay, so we don't have question. I'm so sorry. We cannot take question. Whatever. Oh, somebody is saying you should repeat a statement. There's a replay. Go back and watch the replay. He's been spitting fire. So when you say repeat a statement on focusing on product, which one are you talking of? Don't worry, the replay is here. You can rewatch it. And Godswill, can you tell us some products, some trainings that you have available that a lot of people watching all over the world can participate, take advantage of, and get to learn from you, and as well as how they can connect with you?
Yeah. So it's simple, right? There is this course I have for, I think, say for 50,000, but at the moment I'm actually giving it out for 10,000 naira. So if you send me a message on Facebook at Godswill Akan, it's called Audience Building and Monetization Course. It shows you how to be able to do most of this basic things and get results, and that gives you access to me as well. So you could always ask me your questions, and I'm there to really help you. So it's just for 10,000 naira. You could just, actually up in there, and then you're good to go. You just learn these things, ask me your questions, I'm there too. So there you learn things like audience research, segmentation, personal branding, marketing, video editing. What's the word? Sales and sales automations and the likes. Everything are there. How to grow on Facebook, how to grow on Instagram, how to grow on LinkedIn, how to grow on Twitter. All right, everything is there for you to just jump into and get most of the results you want. So 2025 is a big money year. It is for only two people.
Yeah.
Wait, see. It's for only two people. Two. Why is it so? The first set of people are those who will be running scalable businesses backed by mad marketing, and people who will be focused on one product. One product. Shoma Ifeanyi Eze is doing data entry, and she has done about 7,000 sales in the year 2024. One product. My one of my clients, the perfect queen, that's what she calls herself. I'm the one that is my team that backs up content and everything online. She focused on selling only parfait, premium parfait, and recently she showed me a back end, and I'm like, great stuff. Running into tens of millions from selling parfait alone in the city of Lagos. One product. One of my friends is selling bedsheet and duvet, and she's making.
I'm going to have to bring you back.
Mad one product. The power of one offers. It's fine.
Yeah. Hey guys, so you can see the fire, and I see a part of me poured into him, and we can go on and on. I'm in Lagos. I've been in Lagos for 4 days now, and I had my session tonight, and we shattered the entire place. I've got bookings already, trainings for organizations. The entire place was massively on fire. And that's what we do in the Phenomenal Tribe, right? This is a tribe member. We pour out our tribes. Our tribeship is not popular, but we do it selectively, and this is one person I am super proud of. So he's saying one product. Now, me, I just racked my head, and I just remember sell to millions products. I think I'm going to pick that. And let's see how we could do probably 50 million naira in the next 6 months with that product account. So we'll talk about it. We'll look at the strategy. I'm up for it. I'm ready to put everything on the table to ensure that we get that going. All right. So guys, it's been super amazing. I feel like we shouldn't close, but we have to close. See, we are staying till 11. Oh my goodness. So guys, we got to go. Again, I can just give an incredible, crazy offer. I want you to jump at it. Go on Facebook now, follow him, and go to his DM and tell him you're interested. That product is 50,000 naira, and he's giving it at just 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira is less than $5. Just go there right now, and grab that product. I'll see you again. Thank you everyone for being a part of it tonight. It's been an amazing session. It's been a super, super amazing session. And we like to say thank you from Kingspire Resources, from the entire team. We want to say thank you. Please go on the WhatsApp community, go on the Telegram community, and give a shout out and tell people that you have gotten tons of value. All right, go on your socials, take a screenshot, go on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, tag me. And I want to say thank you to the entire team that have been working behind the scene. We have Goswill, who is the graphics designer. We have Akan Akpan, who is the video editor, pushing out our videos all over the place. We have our community manager, Boma, and of course, Success. And then we have my executive assistant, who, by the way, is not around today, but Favor Osuji. It's been an amazing time. Kingspire Resources, go follow the page and make sure you make 2025 your money year. Some of you have never seen a million naira before. Tell yourself it's time to hit the $1 million. If you've not done 10 million naira before, tell yourself it's time to do 10 million bucks. If you've not done 50 million naira before, tell yourself it's time, and get yourself associated with the right audience. Get connected with the right people. Take money, invest it, and grow, and see your brand go better. Dominate is the goal in 2025. Dominate and make massive money. That's the goal in 2025. I'll see you tomorrow as we round up the Dominate Your Market Summit. Do not forget that there is so much I'm keeping in stock for you. But those of you that have been participating, don't forget to go to the Telegram channel. Let me know. I'm going to talk with the team that will give me an idea. How do we collate all the people that have been participating? We just want only people that have been participating. I think we should have about 100 people. And I'm going to have a special package for all of you guys that have been participating. It's something you don't want to miss, something that will make you run into millions of naira and of course, thousands of dollars if you don't mind. But you must be ready to take action. I see you guys. Thank you so much, Chidima. Chidima, it looks like this is your second time. I haven't seen you for quite a while. Moments with Cake Nos. I think you started and then you ran away. Good to see you again. Geraldine Chinezo, thank you for joining. Ellie Mishak, I see you. Samuel, thank you. Powerlink TV, thank you. Larode, thank you. Larode, thank you. Who else am I seeing on this call right now? A whole lot of you guys. Thank you so much and good night. Bye-bye from me. Make sure you watch the replay, take action, and I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.